As you guys know, characters tend to make some pretty dumb decisions in horror movies. Unfortunately, it's kind of what the genre is known for. Which, I mean, we can mainly thank Scream and Scary Movie for that, but it's also because there's a lot of dumb decisions in horror movies. So many, in fact, that this is part 3 of dumb horror movies. Yes, you heard me correctly. Part 3 of dumb horror movie decisions. I did 2 parts last year, because I was like, okay, I could do a top 10 list, but then there was more that I wanted to talk about, so I did another top 10 list. And now I was sitting here and I was like, I could do another top 10 list. There's a lot of dumb moments in these movies. And I'm not going to be ranking them like 10 to 1. I'm just going to be talking about 10 dumb moments. I tried to kind of rank them from least dumb to most dumb, but it's just random order. So here's 10 more idiotic horror movie moments. Starting off, we have Tatum trying to fit her ass through that doggy door. Like, I get it. I would not want to run at the guy with the knife. If it's that or trying to fit my ass through a hole the size of a microwave, you best believe I am punt kicking that motherfucker as hard as I can, okay? There's just not a chance that I'm going to fit through that, and I'm not even close to as busty as freaking Rose McGowan is. I'm close, but I'm not quite there. Like, there's so many better options that you could have went for besides, guess I'm going through the doggy door, because there's about 3 better options I can think of. 1, look at this motherfucker. He is tripping over his own feet. Run at him, shove his ass to the ground, and get out. 2, run for the freaking garage door opener, slam that shit, have it open, and try to get your ass out of there as quick as possible. Or 3, just keep throwing shit at him. It seems to be working just fine. Why do you gotta run out the door? Just keep throwing beer at him. He's a fucking idiot. Like, I love Scream, but, like, look at this idiot. Look, you're telling me that's intimidating? That's what you're scared of? Like, there's just, the fact that she thought, there's a chance I fit through. There isn't. There's not. There's not a chance. Like, Rose McGowan, smaller than me, I think. I'm pretty sure, a little bit. But I know for 100% certainty I could not fit out of doggy door. Like, it's just not happening. Number 9, we have another Saw moment. Yes, this is my 4th dumb Saw decision on these lists. This one comes from the original Saw. And there was multiple things I saw online about the actual hacksaw itself, like them not using the saw to reach the phone, or not using the saw to reach a lot of things. But the one that I've always thought is absolutely moronic is they are given the saws, and Adam looks at this rusty-ass saw that is clinging to life, and goes, I bet this thing can saw through my chains. No, it can't. No, it's not going to saw through steel chain. I don't know what they're made out of. If it is steel, it doesn't matter. It's metal. Metal on metal, the flimsier metal is going to break. Not to mention, it's rusty. It is clearly only strong enough to get through maybe some wood and your foot. I just, like, even if you don't know what you're supposed to do with the saw yet, don't immediately snap it on the chains. Like, that's stupid. Why would you do that? Like, you know it wouldn't. You know for a fact it wouldn't. Why not keep it if you need it? Like, it's always pissed me off. Like, Adam, that is a rusty hacksaw that you are trying to saw through metal chains with. What the f*** do you think is great? I have one that I'm pretty sure is meant to be played for a comedic effect, but it is still a dumb horror movie decision nonetheless, and that is the blood test from Dawn of the Dead. Now, I had one from Dawn of the Dead 2004 on my first list, I think, but this one is arguably just as dumb, because I know, again, it's played for comedic effect. I get it. I got it. I know what it's going for. But this guy is in the middle of the zombie apocalypse, and there are actively zombies in this mall. What does he do? puts his arm into this blood pressure test. I don't know what it is. I don't remember exactly. Locks his arm in. Great. What are you going to do now when if a zombie shows up? And what do you know? Zombies show up, and he is locked in place. Not a very smart decision, if you ask me. Number 7. Now, often on these lists, I tend to go with moments that end up getting a character killed, or, something that gives them away to the killer. But this one is a moment that is dumb by the villain of the film, and that is Buffalo Bill cocking his gun from Silence of the Lambs. Now, this is a tough one, because, I kind of see it. A little bit. But also, the lights are off. You can see your victim, because you have the night vision goggles on. She cannot see you. Walk up behind her. Walk up behind her. Walk up behind her. There's so many things that you could do that just wouldn't result in you dying. But instead, he decides, let's load a loud weapon. Now, I've shot in a gun before. I know that cocking a gun is insanely loud. I mean, it's not as loud as the gun shot. But in a silent room, and she hears, where do you think she's going to shoot? Take a wild guess where she's going to shoot. Number 6, we have a moment from a movie that I love, Bodies, Bodies, Bodies. Now, you can go with anything in this movie, legitimately any decision made in this movie. But I'm going with killing Greg. You guys are, I get it. They're stupid. That's the whole point. They're dumb. But their reasoning is... So, they're suspicious of Greg, because, he's the man, he's the, big scary guy, and he's the only man alive at this point, and he was fighting with Pete Davidson, and, Alice told them that he was a vet. He is a vet. He is a veterinarian, though, so that's a funny reveal. But why they are suspicious of him is that they go into his room, find a go bag with survival stuff, like flashlights, stuff if you were trapped in the middle of a hurricane, and then they find a map with the house circled on it. If you're in a place that you don't know, wouldn't you want to know your starting location? Wouldn't you want to know where you're starting from? And they take this information and go, oh my God, he circled the house on the map. Yeah, because he's the only one that's not a moron that is oh yeah, this is a hurricane party. In the middle of a hurricane. Maybe I should be prepared if something goes wrong. So I'm going to bring some survival stuff and a map if the electronics don't work and our GPSs fail. Yeah, kill him. Kill him. That's a suspicious guy, right? Number 5 is a film I watched last night and was a dumb decision that actually inspired me to make a new one, because I thought of this as an extremely dumb decision. I was like, okay, I could probably make a new video on it. And this is from The Dead Zone. Now, I have not read the book, so this could be a more explained, more fleshed out storyline in the book. But in the movie, it's just a moronic decision. And that is taking the kids ice skating.
Now, don't give me any argument. The ice is gonna break!
Or I guess hockey practice. So, this movie is about Christopher Walken, who goes into a coma. He wakes up and he realizes he has psychic powers, and what he can do is he can see future, he can reveal truths in your past, he can see stuff that's currently happening, he can just see shit with his mind by holding a person's hand. and he is tutoring this kid, and he grabs this kid's hand, and he sees him drowning, the ice breaking on a pond during hockey practice, and him drowning. So he decides to go home with the kid, and he talks to the kid's dad, and the kid's dad, like, oh yeah, I just made a hockey team, and we got a practice set up for tonight. And he's like, listen, I wouldn't do that. I'm not going to, like, the ice is going to break. Do not cancel the practice. The ice is going to break. And this guy has no reason to lie to you. You think this guy showed up and was like, I'm going to sabotage this dude's hockey. You know what? I will not let this guy make a hockey team. I hate hockey. No, don't do that. This guy, who he does know has psychic powers, he knows that. It just basically is like, no, I'm not going to do that. No, why would I do that? And he's like, well, I just saw it. Like, what reason do I have to lie to you about this? Like, I'm trying to save kids' lives, your son's life. And the son is like, okay, yeah, I'm not going to go. And the dad's like, no, we're having practice. And then eventually he's like, okay, fine, I'll cancel it. And then Christopher Walken leaves. And then after he leaves, the dad's like, oh, you ready for hockey practice? And he's like, I thought you said you canceled it. And the dad's like, oh, no, that was just to get him to leave. What reason does this guy have to lie to you? What reason does he have? What motives does he have to lie to you? He just said, don't do this. Your kid's life probably in danger. And I'm not a parent, but if someone was like, hey, there's a pretty high chance your kid dies tonight, I am damn sure not going to do that. And to the kid's credit, he does hold true in it, and he doesn't go to practice. But on the other side, the dad does hold true, and he keeps having practice, and 2 kids die. So, how do you feel now? Number 4 is another decision made by the antagonists of the film, and this is Chris and her boyfriend trying to run over Carrie in Carrie. I love Carrie. It is one of my top 10 films ever. What the did you think was gonna happen? You tried running over somebody with telekinesis. And you know this. You just saw her kill hundreds of people. What do you think is gonna happen if you try to run her over? I've never been hit by a car, but I'm sure it's not pleasant. And especially, you're the one who orchestrated her humiliation. She killed the gym teacher for just being there. You don't think that she's gonna kill you? Like, granted, she's actively hunting you down. You're probably dead anyway. Why try to hit her with your car? That just doesn't seem like that's gonna end well for you. I just can't imagine a world where a girl with telekinesis is gonna be like, you know what? Alright. Guess this is my number 3. Now, in my second part, I did have a moment from The Walking Dead, and in this one, I have another moment from The Walking Dead. So it's not just horror movies, there's also horror TV shows, and there are many moments you can talk about from The Walking Dead, honestly, but I'm talking about a big one here. Daryl punching Negan. One of the most infamous dumb decisions in all of TV. Because that punch killed The Walking Dead. I love The Walking Dead. I love pretty much all the seasons. But for most viewers, that punch killed the show. Because not only is it a stupid decision, but it got Glenn killed. So, let's set the scene. Negan and the Saviors have the entire group lined up, and they say, all right, I'm going to kill one of you after you killed roughly 100 of my people, which, granted, Saviors are pretty terrible people, but you are at their whims right now. Like, they are going to do whatever they want. And they just told you, one person's going to die. One person. And he picks that person. It ends up being Abraham. And he dies. And now, he is going to let you go. Bye. See you later. I'm out. Okay? Sure. My friend just died. Don't want to be that guy, so I'm going to leave. No. Daryl gets up and punches the guy in control. The guy who has you and every single person you care about held at gunpoint. You think he's not just going to kill someone else? Like, granted, I'm sure Daryl thought it was going to be him, but it's not. And he turns, and yeah, there goes Glenn. There goes Glenn. There goes a fan favorite character. Number 2, we have another one played for comedic effect, but considering how smart one of these characters is, still manages to piss me off every time. Bill Murray playing a prank in Zombieland.
No!
Okay, so in this universe, they find Bill Murray's mansion, and they are staying there, but they don't know where Bill Murray is. He's there, and Woody Harrelson finds him. And Woody Harrelson is like, hey, what if we pull a prank on these guys? What if we really get them here? What if we act like you're a zombie, the things that we are actively killing whenever we see them? Can't see that going well. Just can't see that ending well. So they go in to scare Jesse Eisenberg, and he's being a zombie. Jesse Eisenberg shoots him. And my number 1 for this list, God, I mean, Eddie thinking he killed Pennywise is just such a dumb ending for this character. Like, if this didn't kill Pennywise, this sure as hell isn't going to. Like, I get it. Eddie had to die. He had to die. It's how the story works. It's how the story goes. It's so idiotic to me. Like, you just saved your best friend / lover. Like, I just can't imagine a world where I would be like, that got him. You know what? That was the one.
Listen, I think I got him, man. I think I killed it. I did. I think I killed it for real.
Not, stabbing a rod through his face, shooting him with a bolt gun, having his head melt into pieces in the end of the first one. Like, no, none of that. That was weak. That was weak sauce pussy shit. That got him, though. Obviously not. He is clearly immortal. I don't understand why he was like, I think I got him. I think I got him this time. I think I finally killed the guy who we've been trying to kill for 50 years, and we haven't been able to kill him. Yes, I know it's not actually 50 years, but shut up. I love it. It's my favorite movies of all time. It Chapter 2, significantly worse. I still do like it, but this has always been stupid to me. And that is it for 10 more stupid decisions in horror movie history. Comment down below some of your own personal thoughts, maybe some that you personally think I missed. That is going to be it for today's video. And if you did enjoy it, make sure to like it, subscribe. So you want to see videos like it in the future, hit the bell notification to be notified when I post any brand new videos. Comment down below some more video ideas for me. And until next time, I'm Ethan Horror. This has been Ethan Horror.